Good YouTube, Yu-Gi-Oh! Vendor coming to y'all with a deck profile on my Infernoble. Now, this is going to be one version of it. I got another version I want to show. It's going to be a lot different, but this is more of a combo, blow your opponent out version, and it's pretty good. So, we're going to play 3 Renard. Pretty simple. Allow you to stand your board, allow you to go into needle fiber, allows you to obviously get back resources and outgrind your opponent. Most duels don't last that long, but with this card, it helps you in the grind game. You got obviously one of the best extenders in the deck, Triple Oliver. That's basically standard. Same with the one Ogier, that's standard. I do play also the triple Neo Space connector with the Dolphin. Allows you to go into your Sold and other plays depending on what you're going against. And this card allows you to rip a card out your opponent's hand, and then you can continue to cripple them with other cards that you play. The red layer, I only played 2 because it is pretty good, but sometimes you already have a board and you really don't need it, and then you can basically search it whenever you do need it to go into Charles or into any of your synchros. So it's good sometimes to open because you can summon it and continue to play. And sometimes if you do have it, it could be a little dead because you won't be needing it. So I didn't want to draw too many of them, and when you need it, you can search it anyway. Same with Fire Flint. Some people play it at 3, but you got so many ways to get the cards that you need, and you got so many ways to, continue to combo off without it. It's good if you do get stopped, but sometimes if you don't get stopped, you're going to win anyway. So you want to see it, you can search it, and if you do have it, it's always better. I do play the 1. This is a card people play at 2 now. Some people playing at 3, but I just play it at 1. It's pretty powerful. It outs a lot of good monsters, and it does allow you to get a boss monster on the field pretty easy. And it's, like I said, 3K. That's easy to summon. Not too many decks can deal with it, and even if you do, it is good to go for game or control the board. Gemba, like everybody else, is a fire warrior, and you can summon it off needle fiber. Plague, also, some people cut it, some people don't. But I like the fact that you can have an extra tuner, and sometimes a graveyard do come up where you get hand trapped or they try to stop your combo and you still need that tuner, and you can always have Plague to put back on top of your deck to summon and continue your plays. Despot for the combo, same with Coat Wing. I do play the Dark Ruler variant. Like I said, this is more of a blowout deck. You basically try to blow out their board and cripple them on your turn if you go second. And if you go first, you still want to be able to control the board. And if you don't, you still can recover if you have Dark Ruler on your turn. So Dark Ruler just becomes so powerful because a lot of people are playing so many cards that stop you from playing, or a lot of negates, and this is the best way to be able to out them. And for the search cards, I play the standard Heritage and the triple Durandal. Nothing much to say about these. Monster Reborn is a extender that I play in a lot of decks, and this deck is no different. It's good because a lot of your cards like Power Tool and stuff, you can still use their effect even if you already summon them, and you can just use Monster Reborn to summon them again and continue to use their effects. There's a lot of monsters in your extra deck that, or even in your main deck, that you can summon again and still get the effect, or even take your opponent monster, extend your board, go into a summon, or even just use this as a top deck to recover and keep playing, or even win the game. Another search card. I still play the DDR in this version just because it's a powerful card. It's a win more card because it allows you to put them extra extenders and them extra monsters on board, and even if you get hand trapped, it do allow you to continue to play. And with certain cards in the deck, as we done went through, you can use them in combo with this card. So if I play 3 of these, I also just play the 1 living fossil. I do have a build I'm going to show probably next week, well, later this week, where I play the 3. But I did find a way to play the 3 DDR and the 1 living fossil while also keeping the deck at 40. So I thought that was important to show this deck profile, that you can still play living fossil 3 DDR and still have the deck at 40. So that's important for the people that been trying to play that engine. But I do have the triple level fossil engine coming up. The one smoke grenade probably the best equipped spell in the deck. The one Phoenix Blade, and that's all for the equipped spells. The traps, not many. Triple Imperm. Some people like talents, but I had to be honest. I'd rather just stop you from going off because this deck really don't have that much problems building a great board and really crippling your opponent. So if I can stop you from doing your plays and I can stop you from bringing out your boss monsters, and then it comes to my turn, I play the Dark Rulers and I also play the Imperms. These just say no, and then you just go off and control the board or go off and try to finish the duel your turn. So with Imperm, Dark Ruler, and the hand traps and Aqua Dolphin and the Smoke Grenade, you can stop your opponent from even being able to play or break your board, or you can just use Dark Ruler and Imperm with those to make sure your opponent can't recover. So I think that this build is very good. Like, try this build, and it'll really, it is at 42 with the DDRs. So try this build. For the extra deck, I do play the one Charles. Not too much to say about him. I do play the one Trish. This is controversial to people, but some people, if you play the deck, you have a lot of boards where you can summon a Trish easy because you either have the access, even with play, you even have access to be able to summon another monster. Or you got a bunch of monsters you could summon, but you can't really do much with, but attack, and you can just hurt your opponent more. Some people are starting to play Crow and some of those cards now. And this basically gets a card from their hand, crippling them, banishes, their combo pieces in the grave, and also get rid of a threat on the field. So some people play the access code. I think Trish is just as good because some duels you rather just go into Trish, or some duels you want to go into Charles and you still have a chance to summon another monster. And Trish, is just as crippling as a Charles sometimes, especially depending on the game state. The Omega, some people cut it for the barricade board, but like I said, I'm going to show that version later this week. The Borlo Savage, one of the best synchros ever made. Power Tool, you need it in this deck to be able to get your combo going. The Roland allows you to go into Charles, and pretty good when you equipped it. Herald, obviously good with Charles to be able to banish your opponent cards that you take out of their hands, and being able to negate and stop your opponent from dumping to the grave, which is why I said Trish is good. If you thought that was good with Herald, Trish can do something similar and is easy to summon. Obviously, the Metal Marcher and the Tatsunoko for the red layer to go into your synchros. And the formula, I play this too for the combo. The double assault allows you to do broken combos with the right link cards and the right plays. And I do play the one Aurora Dawn. Gives you unfair advantage, and the fact that you can pop a card too just makes it even more better. And then the fact that you can go into your Charles and other cards, man, this card is so powerful for it to be a little tough to go into. And then you obviously got the Needle Fiber and the Link Cross. So this is something a little different. A lot of people have been having trouble building 40 card decks with the DDR engine, and this is a way that you can still control the board, still cripple your opponent, and still put them in tough situations. And I think like this version is probably one that you may not see on the internet, but if you try it out and test it, you'll have fun with it and you'll win a lot. So this is something a little different. Some people are going with the impermanence now in the deck. Some people are going with the Dark Ruler in the deck. And it's important to be able to, keep your board and being able to break boards. And that's basically the game right now if you want to win. And I think this build allows you to do both while still, keeping your opponent at a disadvantage with the hands that you can rip apart. So let me know what you guys think. And like I said, I'm going to have the triple level Falsen build later this week. So subscribe, like, and share. Also leave criticism about how the deck can be better, what you like, what you don't like. And if you do try it out, tell me how you feel about it. And, I'm trying to make it better while also, still trying to, play it at the best way it could be played. And this is a deck that you can play 60 cards, 50 cards, and still win pretty consistently. So there's no right or wrong way. Just another way, to build it at the end of the day. And it's my take on it. So let me know what you guys think. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Yu-Gi-Oh! Vendor signing out. And let me know what you guys think.